All right, only a fisherman would describe this as a beautiful day, but if you're a fisherman, you know this is a beautiful day. Super overcast, very light breeze, upper 50 air temps, lower 60 water temps. The stars seem to be aligning for a great fall fishing trip. But who knows? Let's find out. All right, I pulled into this beautiful marsh area. Water looks okay. I really can't tell yet. Not enough light from the sky to tell how the water really looks. Definitely seeing a ton of grass floating, mostly eel grass, definitely seeing some hydrilla. But with these conditions, I always think top water, so I'm gonna start with this TWP, a popper H2O express bait, see if we can get something to hit on top. May not stick with this long. This floating grass may give me fits, but it'd be great to get a couple fish on top to start this morning. I expected a falling tide, and that's what I got. Not a big range today, but this water is falling. Water temp in here is 64 degrees. Really great for topwater baits. Yeah, some of that floating eel grass. An entire front lawn. All right, no takers on our TWP. Is that because there are no fish in this bayou, or is it because they just don't want topwater today? I don't know. I'm gonna throw something different. I'm still not real sure on this water clarity, but obviously we've got this cloud deck, low light penetration, so I want a darker bait. I'm gonna go with this California 420 Zimmer Swimmer. I got that on a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head. This bayou seems to have about 7.5 feet of water in these bends, so I might need up to a 3/8 to get down to the bottom. There he is. I think that's a red. All right, you see how white this fish is? He's super white. It's an indication that this water is a little off, for sure. Look at that. Obviously not a keeper red, but glad to have fought him. All right, this guy's not big enough. We're gonna let him go. In Louisiana, redfish have to be 18 inches. And you get to keep 4 a day. Now, I'm really on the hunt for keeper fish today because in 2 days, I'm starting the carnivore diet. Basically, I can eat nothing but meat. And I'm doing it not really to lose weight. Well, not at all to lose weight. That may be a little bit of a byproduct, but I'm doing it to reduce inflammation. It's very effective at reducing inflammation in your body. So we'll see how that goes. I do love vegetables, definitely. It's gonna be hard to give them up. But if anybody out there does the carnivore diet or has done it and wants to give me some advice, I'll definitely take it. Oh, that was a good hit. I think it's another one of those reds. Yep, sure is. Those guys are just everywhere now. I mean, everywhere. It'll take them a few more months to get to be legal size, but not too long. See you, dude. Oh, there we go. I think that's a bass. Yep, sure is. Little marsh bass. More and more of these guys around this year since the water temps cooled off. Oh, there's a, I bet that's a trout. I bet that's a trout. Yep, it sure is. Oh, I hope I don't lose him. I didn't get a good hook set. Yeah, because he's a keeper. He's carnivore diet food. I'm a measuring just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure he's 13. Oh yeah, he's 14. It's 5 feet right here where the boat is. I'm betting it's a little bit deeper right there. Definitely got some good water eddying. Oh, there's a fish. Nice bass. Right in that trenasse. All right, good bass. I made a switch to a candy bug Zimmer swimmer just to see if it made a difference. And it did for that fish. Look how fat this dude is. Look how fat that fish is. Just an absolute football. And stuffing his face with white shrimp and crabs. There he is. Speckled trout. All right, switch to candy bug. Apparently it's a good one. He's just barely under keeper sized. I'm gonna let him go. Oh, there's a fish. Red, I think. Red, I think, but not a keeper red. Another 15-incher. Wow. So many of these. So much fun. All right, some decent action inside the marsh this morning, but not stellar. But, you know, that's kind of been the trend this whole fall. A bite here, a bite there, first thing in the morning. But later in the morning is when the fish in the marsh have been going absolutely crazy. I could stay in here and pick away at some fish, but I'm going to go explore and go fish some big water. Go see if I can find some nice-sized speckled trout. I mean, heck, I got to kill a little bit of time anyway. So what better way to do it than to go target some bigger speckled trout. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I may even tie on a jerkbait. It's like a perfect morning for that style of fishing. I don't know, let's see what happens. All right, the lake I wanted to fish had some absolutely horrendous water. I'm talking trash. I didn't even stop to fish, didn't make a single cast, wasn't worth it. So now I've pushed back into a different section of marsh, see if we can find some feeding fish. Tide's just barely trickling out here. It's not moving a ton at all. Moving enough to get bites, but I'd definitely like to see it a little more inspired. For now, I'm sticking with this candy bug Zimmer swimmer. We'll see what we run across. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, beautiful bass. Come on, dude. The jig is up. Sorry. Much longer and thinner than that last fish. Took it really deep. Might be some other ones there. Ooh. Oh, what that's gotta be a red. Yep. Another throwback red. Actually, I'm gonna put him on the tape. He might be close to 18. I don't think he's 18, but he's north of 16, that's for sure. Yeah, lucky for him, he's 17. I'm gonna tag him and let him go. This guy's gonna be legal soon. Hopefully you catch him. Oh, what in the world? Another red. Goodness. He's smaller than the last. Another throwback. This one's probably about 13 inches. It'll take him a little bit longer to get legal, but not too long. What's that?
Can't be back here. Y'all know that.
Why's that?
It's all private property, dude. You pass the signs up coming in.
Yeah, but it's a bayou. It's navigable.
Huh?
It's a navigable bayou.
I don't give a care what it is. It's private property, dude. I mean, you want me to call wildlife right now?
Yeah, you can call them.
Hey, we got one that's fishing in Bumblebee Bayou, all the way in the back, and refuses to leave. A guy fishing in Bumblebee refuses to leave. All right, I'll get him, and he'll get it in the mail, I guess. All right. All right, man. Not being a dick, bro, but we pay a lot of money for this right here.
This is navigable.
No, this ain't natural.
This is navigable.
No, it ain't.
This is navigable bayou. It is.
You're going into our pond.
No, I'm not going to your pond. I'm just fishing the bayou.
This ain't no bayou. This wasn't a canal, dude. This ain't a navigable canal.
It's navigable. It is.
It's private property in the state
It's
of
not.
Louisiana.
It's not.
I don't know if you're from here or you're from where you're at, but it's not.
Yep. It absolutely is.
Private property.
I'm
I
from.
can go do donuts in your yard because I could go there.
It's navigable. Absolutely, it's open to the public, 100%.
I promise you.
Okay, well, that's fine. You got my boat number. Send them in. Send them in. Okay, it's not a problem. I'm not messing with you. I see that. I'm not on the land. I'm staying off the land.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
It said it was private property, right?
No, the bayou is not. The land is.
It's in the bayou.
Nah.
But that's all right. You take care of yourself. We're definitely gonna make a example out of you.
Okay, good. Those of you watching from out of town are probably wondering what in the world this could possibly have been about. Well, it's because Louisiana is the only state in the union that doesn't guarantee unfettered access to all tidal water. Because of this, fishermen are regularly harassed and run out of areas that are claimed to be private. Now, I shot this video the day before Thanksgiving, so duck season was open here in Louisiana, but I'm a big believer in not doing anything to interrupt anyone's duck hunt. My view is that as a fisherman, I'm mobile, I can move, a duck hunter can't. They're pretty well set up in that pond, and that's where they're gonna spend the morning hunting. But the nearest pond to the bayou I was fishing is more than 3/4 of a mile away, so I absolutely was not messing up anybody's hunting. The bayou is 8 feet deep, it's tidal, it's natural, and it's obviously navigable. Confrontations like this, though, are all too common along the Louisiana coast, and I've been covering this topic for my 30 years in outdoor journalism. When I was at Louisiana Sportsman, we would often send the state lands office sections of Marsh and say, hey, can you figure out if this is public or private, just to see what the answer was. It would often take them weeks to try and make a determination, and often they come back and say, we can't really figure it out. It would have to go before a judge. Now, keep in mind, this is for tidal water, not land, which everybody recognizes as privately owned. Unfortunately, confrontations like the one I had are becoming more common in Louisiana as landowners try to flex their muscle and keep people off of the tidal water that runs adjacent to their land. Now, what I encourage anglers to do in these situations is to, number one, be selective about which parish you fish. It's up to local law enforcement, not the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, to intervene in these cases. And some parishes, to be honest, just absolutely hate fishermen. Lafourche Parish, for instance, aggressively prosecutes anglers who are fishing tidal water, and the judges there notoriously side with landowners. Other parishes know this is a hot button issue, so they basically just stay away from it, and they're certainly not going to load deputies onto a boat to go out into the marsh and try and investigate and see what's going on. Number two, be respectful. You never know if the person approaching you is a hothead, and obviously the last thing you want to do is escalate the situation. However, number three is resist being bullied. If you're confident the tidal water you're fishing is open to public access, ask the landowner or lessee to produce paperwork from the state lands office or an adjudication from a judge saying that that water is in fact private. But again, if the situation escalates and there's a threat of violence, leave immediately and call local law enforcement. A final note, it's really pathetic that Louisiana, a state that calls itself a sportsman's paradise, allows private ownership of tidal water. No other state does. Nearly 50 million tourists come to Louisiana every year, and a significant percentage of those want to experience our incomparable fishing that we have here in our marshes. Once they're here, we should give them unfettered access to all the tidal waters they want to fish. So what are your thoughts? I welcome your comments down below in the comments section.